media cannot be intimidated. Whatever your pedigree, whether you are a top journalist or you are working for a politician, you cannot frustrate the independent media. That's the main point there. And to restate the duties and responsibilities of the media, that nobody can dictate how any media house should function, as long as the issue at stake is free speech. And I think in that regard, the Disney Arise Media Group is perfectly in order. Now, certain other issues were addressed in this matter, in this statement. What could have led to it? The first was a certain report about a certain Akode who died, and all of that was linked to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's background when he was in Chicago. Okay, so if that was the issue, this day is saying, Arise Group is saying, why didn't they counter with superior information if they have it? And the statement went on to say, we cannot afford to have a Noriega moment in Nigeria. Anybody who aspires to be president of Nigeria must come to equity with clean hands. When questions are raised, those questions must be responded to. And the resort to blackmail is undemocratic. Two, the statement raised the point that if this is an indication, if they are saying, their candidate cannot be criticized, their candidate cannot be asked questions, he cannot be invited to a town hall because he wants to organize his own, are they trying to suggest that should their candidate win, then the media will be suppressed? That will be a return to the era of military dictatorship. And it will be so unfortunate if that were to be the suggestion, considering the fact that all the spokesmen for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they constantly remind us that this was a man who was part of the June 12 struggle, which is a fact. Okay, so because the same man wants to be president of Nigeria now, the same media, he wants to suppress the media. And again, another irony there.
Now you dey run for press. Now you want to put freedom of press into jeopardy. You do not want to appear before the press in this country to talk to them about your plans and visions for this country and explain certain areas of your life that are great. You are also insisting that qualitative press and professional press must go down. See, the era of nonsense has stopped. More they tell ourselves the truth. Gone are those days somebody walks into the office of president of this country in Aso Rock without going through the proper rudiments. Now, so we do not. That's how we have elected people in the time past. The Yaradua not say that the process that brought him to power was characterized with manipulation. Nothing was done. Where was Nigerian press? Because they have turned them to toothless bulldog, rubber stamp press. Go to abroad, you see the way they scrutinize. Not be the one I go to for BBC. You went to have an arranged interview. Peter Okoche that interviewed you in Focus on Africa is the uncle, some people say either brother, of one of your staff, Michael Okoche. No disrespect, anybody can be related. But you saw that video, everything, it oozed of arrangement. Why were the questions directed to one session? Why were the 8 questions in a short video? You're telling me the video had over 1 million. It was an embarrassment. And then you could not show the full room because the man would have probably sat beside a teleprompter. Why not show full room? Have you not seen pictures of other interviews that Peter used to do? You not see full room shot. Suddenly, they're going to take close up because, and he was using his left eye to eye something. Casper shadows on his shoulders. We saw this. Now you say me they sack Ruben Abati and Rufai Ruben. You only pay me. So now the country will delay. People are clapping for this element. Watch it. You have a sniper. Now watch the full video of how these people that you have. This is the same government that banned Twitter. It's a government that has not given license to radio stations to operate in this country since they got to power because they are scared that people are going to strip them of every iota of integrity and all the evils that they have done will be brought out in public. You want to make a man president that cannot be scrutinized, and people they clap for them. Watch the video and share this video. Let us tell ourselves the truth. You don't want people to question you. These same people will get to power. Day one of their enthronement into Aso Rock, they will ban all press organizations that have stood against this nonsense, nonchalant, ignoble, embarrassing situation that they have brought on us. You cannot go to Arise. Why can't you go to TVC or TV station and go and sit and be drilled for 15 minutes? Let us say if you can even hear, you want to go and do an edited video on BBC says you don't want to make money. Shameless people. When I watch the video, when I share this video, more they tell ourselves the truth. Because some of these things they pay me. So Nigeria some of us will come. Because the kind of people where they support people like this, you all know since we're not supposed to come from Nigeria, we are not supposed to come because I bet Mona share the video, I not fit talk.
The role of the media during an election plays a major role in the country apart from disseminating information to the general public. The media provides a platform for the electorate to take a closer look at candidates seeking election for various public offices. The board of editors of This Day Arise News have accused the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council's Director of Media and Publicity, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, and its Director of Strategic Communication, Mr. Dele Alake, of attempting to silence independent media and bully free press ahead of the 2023 general elections in what they described as a copycat style of former U.S. President Donald Trump against independent media. The This Day Arise News boards of editors stated this in a joint statement and also noted, out of envy and pettiness, the continuous attacks on their chairman and editor-in-chief, Prince Nduka Obaigbena, by both Alake and Ononuga. The editors deplored the tactics being used under the guise of handling the media arm of the Bola Tinubu presidential campaigns as an overt act of aggression and undisguised attempt to silence independent media ahead of the 2023 elections. Pointedly, they chided the Director of Media and Publicity, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, and the Director of Strategic Communications, Mr. Dele Alake, of orchestrating violent attacks on free speech that the duo fought for under the late General Sani Abacha junta in 1994.
I have also suffered in some of the irresponsible publications issued by Ononuga and Dele in the past. So when I read the comments coming up, I just said to myself, you know, the Almighty God works in His mysterious manners. What goes round must come around. Why are they complaining now? What tactics are you using? Your responsibility as media men, number one, is to ensure that you present facts to the public. Whether it is acceptable to the fellow involved or not is not your responsibility. It is for him to defend himself, because the public must be educated. Anybody who is angling for the number one position or any elective office in this country or anywhere in the world, what you are saying is, please trust me. I have the capacity, I have the ability, I have the experience to manage your resources for the betterment of the people. So nothing should be taken as no-go area. They want to know who you are. They want to have a trust. Public office is a public trust. They must find out from you, who is this character? What has he done before? You are asking me, please trust me, to give me your vote. If I cannot tell and convince myself that you have the ability, the capacity, and you are respectable and responsible enough to earn my vote, how else do I know? You know, those days of dark manipulations and things are over. I don't see what you have said that is wrong. Certain allegations were made. Explain yourself to the public so that they can be convinced that they can put your vote behind you. There are others who are also, you know, contesting against you. Once you decide that you want to get into public office, there's nothing hidden in your closet. You know, they must x-ray you from your head to your toe. Who are you? What have you done? All the stories you've told us, they have to cross-check so that they know that in the next 4 years, they can entrust all the assets of our nation in your hands, because they will believe that you will do and handle them for their benefit and not for your own personal benefit. Why should you be afraid of the media? You also have your TV station. If you don't want to come to Arise TV station, you have the TVC. Go and explain yourself. So I believe this is a tactics that is unacceptable in any civilized world. Why are they attacking you personally? What has it got to do with Rufai? Or what has it got to do with Ruben? Or what has it got to do with your chap who writes on this day? Or even your CEO? What has it got to do with the price of milk? ABCD was said about you. Explain yourself. If you can't take it now, in fact, when I read that, if we win, they will take off your license, they will do this, I was shocked. Whether we were in the Stone Age. No. This is modern life now. Even Putin, they put him on the spot. The most despotic fellow on the globe. Even the president of China. People, they ask questions. And we should move away from this attitude of, no, okay, he's a special man. Okay. He should be so treated.
Okay. Okay, sir. Let's talk about the issues. Because a lot of people are saying all of this back and forth is the veil of the issues. The issues are the academic qualification of the candidate and some other issues that they've talked about. And the fact that how will they fix Nigeria based on what the APC has said all this while? I mean, I want us to talk through the issues now and the empiricals of, because take for instance, there's been fuel scarcity for some time, there's been massive unemployment, you know, a lot of things are grounded in the country, and the character of the candidate is on the question, and things like that. I want you to speak through the issues this morning.
Absolutely. Okay, now, you are asking us, forget about me being a member of PDP. I'm a Nigerian and I am closer to 80 than being 18 years old. I have a right to vote and I have only one vote. And I have 3 or 4 of you trying to compete. I must be convinced which of you I can entrust my vote to manage the resources of my land for our own benefit. You must tell us your background. You must tell us which schools, your academic qualifications, so that we will know when you have problems, would you have the capacity to be able to understand the dynamics that are there? Are you a voodoo economist or you are a thoroughbred economist? Do you have the financial knowledge of how to manage affairs? What have you done before as a private person to convince us? This is the norm. Democracy is government of the people, for the people, by the people. The base, the will of the people must be respected. So if you are hiding certain things they should know about you, how can we trust you? And I want to appeal to Nigerians. The issues we are talking about. Which school did you attend? Simplicity. A school or B school? Did you do your school certificate? Yes or no? What was your grade? Who were your classmates? Where have you worked before? These are pertinent, legitimate questions to ask. And if you are now saying, why are you asking? Then it means you have something you are hiding. It means you have something you are hiding. And this is not the time in this country. The ship of state is drifting very badly, like a rudderless ship. We must get somebody who has the capacity, who has the love, who has shown commitment, loyalty, and dedication to this nation for us to pull away from the way we are as a sailor. Well, Chief, if your ship is drifting, you need the best captain to take you back to harbor.